Hello YouTube, reprend Raincode. Alors j'ai pas repris à l'écran titre parce que je me suis amusé. Bon, ça va, c'est un quart d'heure, 20 minutes où tu avances les dialogues et tu peux pas skipper les cinématiques. Arrivé au chapitre 3, au fameux moment où j'étais censé récupérer le souvenir qui me manque. Alors je l'ai cherché, je l'ai vu, mais je sais pas comment j'ai fait pour le louper la première fois. Il est littéralement sur la table là, hein. Et je pense qu'avec les reflets, comme ça, avec le reflet, t'as l'impression qu'il y a rien quoi. Tu vois juste un truc bleu. Mais là, tu vois bien là. Je pense que je me suis fait eu par un reflet, et vu qu'il y a du bleu un peu partout, je me suis fait eu. Voilà. Donc ça c'était l'emplacement du dernier. Ah oui bah oui là. De toute façon on peut faire les échanges privés ici, d'ici. Du coup on les a tous. Maintenant il faut tous, faut faire tous les dialogues. Est-ce que ça vaut le coup que je reste? Oh allez, je vais laisser me rendre visible. Les deux derniers échanges avec Yaku. Je vais augmenter un peu le son. Avec le chef avant que il disparaisse dans le chapitre 4.
I guess you could say that.
En effet.
Chief, what made you want to become a detective?
Ah, la raison. Alors t'as quoi, vu qu'on a déjà fait les chapitres 4, on connaît la raison.
Huh? That came out of nowhere.
Ah, le chat il vient d'arriver.
I'd understand it if you had special powers like everyone else. But you're not like them. So I want to know what made you decide to be a detective.
I see. Well, you could say something encouraged me, but it's not very interesting. As a kid, I was basically Watson.
J'étais Watson.
Like a detective's assistant?
Back in high school, I worked as a part-timer at a small detective agency.
Ah ouais. Ah ça. C'est stylé ça, petite agence à mi-temps. Ah moi jeune, s'il y aurait un truc comme ça, je pense que ça marcherait bien. Enfin ça me plairait bien.
But obviously, I never got to do any exciting stuff like investigate murders.
Non mais ça c'est normal.
All I did was find lost pets and cheating spouses.
C'est cool quand même. Ça peut être chiant mais ça dépend de à quel âge tu fais ça. Ça peut être cool.
So exactly what the Nocturnal Detective Agency was doing before we showed up.
Yeah, that's right. But one time, I was involved in the real deal. I took part in an investigation of a murder case.
Ah.
Though I was a kid at the time, so I couldn't do much. The detective there was just some slovenly old guy, but he solved that case like Holmes would have.
Ah ouais.
I sure looked up to him after that.
So that's why he strove to become a detective.
If I didn't have an admiration for detectives, or if I had never taken that part-time job at the agency, I wouldn't have become one.
Chief looks kinda sad.
Que tu as des regrets. Trop tard pour les regrets.
Do you regret it?
You mean regret being a detective?
Yeah. You looked real sad all of a sudden.
Well, I had to deal with a bunch of troublesome stuff after I became a detective.
There have been times I wished I'd never taken this path.
Comme beaucoup de choses, oui.
But there's also happiness I never would have experienced had I not become one. A lot of people I never would have met, too. Like you guys, for example.
Waouh. Il a beaucoup parlé pour un audio faible.
Chief.
I know. Let's go out and eat sometime. You know, talking about the past sure made me want to drink. You should join me.
Does that mean you're buying?
Et t'as tourné.
You better hurry up and get ready before I leave you behind.
Why did you ignore my question? Well, after losing my memories, I'm glad it was everyone here I ended up meeting. Wait, the chief said he doesn't regret being a detective, but why did he look so sad?
Terrible.
Maybe I misinterpreted it.
Master, you and Yako seem to have grown even closer together.
Peut-être un problème avec sa femme? À tout hasard? On dira rien. Et on va scrutiner plein de chargements. Bon, moi ça me dérange pas. Faudrait peut-être que j'aille titre quand même. Parce que comme ça évite que ça recharge cette scène à chaque fois. Oh, si c'est pas mieux. On sauvegarde dans le doute. Je sais pas si c'est important de sauvegarder avec la présence du truc. Avec l'orbe. Au moins il aura moins à charger à chaque fois. Échange. Le dernier avec le chef Eku. Enfin, à voir si ça va plus vite. Pas dans ce sens-là, dans l'autre, quand on a fini, les souvenirs.
Jeez. Things have been getting troubling lately. Yuma, you got anything to share that could cheer me up?
Huh? I don't know what to say when I'm put on the spot like that.
Et du pain à la viande, si tu veux.
How are things going with you and Kurumi? I want
Kurumi?
to pull on my heartstrings with stories of young love.
Ouais, ok, pourquoi pas. Hein. Je sais pas, elle est un peu bizarre avec nous, mais au point qu'elle a le béguin, je suis pas sûr. Peut-être, si, quand même. Mais...
It's not like I like her or anything.
Peut-être dans un prochain jeu. S'il y a un prochain jeu.
Uh-huh. You're just not being honest with yourself.
What about you, Chief? From the looks of things, you appear to be single.
Ah.
I thought you said you used to be pretty popular.
Sure was. Back in my prime, I went way beyond 3 and 4 timing.
Ah ouais.
Everybody was head over heels for me.
You sure about that?
Nah, I seriously doubt it.
Bon, on essaye tous d'exagérer.
They'd all be fighting for my attention whenever I got a minute of free time. Oh, and they'd get so jealous if they found out they weren't my one and only. It was adorable.
Adorable. J'aurais pas dit ce mot-là, mais si tu veux.
They were like cute little kittens, the way they'd come up to me wanting a drink.
Les chatons capricieux.
Huh? Wanting a drink? Wait a minute.
Ah, il est pas dans un bar à hôtesse? Des animaux de compagnie? Ah oui, les filles, c'est des chiens. Soit il ment, soit il compare les filles à des animaux, soit bar à hôtesse. Où tu payes pour être en compagnie de dames, et tu parlotes et tu bois de l'alcool, quoi.
You're referring to a hostess club. The women all worked there, didn't they?
What? No!
You admitted they were all asking you for drinks.
Crap.
Ah, zut.
Chief, you don't need to put on airs like that. You're not a kid anymore.
I'm sorry. The truth is, I wasn't popular at all.
C'est pas grave, hein.
Why would you lie about that?
Well, Yuma, just remember one thing.
Huh? What?
I'm speaking here as a man with much more life experience, not as your chief.
Ouais.
If you fall in love with a woman, you have to protect her, no matter what.
Hmm.
That, and that alone, is why men are made to be men.
Huh? Sure.
What's up with Buzzhead? He looks so serious.
I'll keep that in mind, but what's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Ah, du coup, ce dialogue a un sens précis si tu connais la fin, quoi. Ah, ou si t'as vu déjà le chapitre 3. Non, 4. Et théoriquement, ce souvenir, on l'a après le chapitre 4. Et quoi, on connaît déjà la vérité sur sa femme.
Well, I stopped visiting the girl I liked for a while. When I was broke, then I found out she quit and went back home.
Hmm.
People only realize how important something is after they've lost it.
I don't quite understand. I can't tell if he's being serious or not.
Eh, mais le dernier, il me semble, Polo, que tous les derniers souvenirs sont au chapitre 5. Si je me rappelle bien.
He laughed it off at the end, but I could tell that story was important to him. I'll keep what he said in mind.
Master, you and Yako have forged the ultimate bond together.
Amis pour la vie.
Good for you, Master. I'm happy for you.
Effectivement, ça va plus vite. Ça charge plus vite. Il restait un dernier avec Alara. Qu'est-ce qu'on avait avec Alara? Sa passion pour les chats, je crois. Hein. C'était ça principalement avec elle. Et elle adorait l'argent. Yakuvi la nuit. Je sais qu'elle a dit la raison pour laquelle je fais confiance à personne. Peut-être. Je vais être honnête.
Laura asked for me, so I'm at the cafe.
Il y en a beaucoup que je m'en rappelle vaguement parce qu'on les a vus il y a longtemps, quoi.
Halara? Did you want something from me?
Do you really have to ask? It's about your debt, obviously.
La dette.
Well, how do you plan on paying me back?
Oh, ça dépend, tu veux que je te paye comment? Ça va être compliqué, hein. Y a pas beaucoup de jobs ici.
Sorry.
Well, you can't do anything but apologize.
It appears you have no repayment plan in place. If you don't change that soon, I will consider implementing interest.
Non mais c'est pas possible. Elle est trop chère la dame et en plus des intérêts.
Please don't.
Then you better come up with a plan to pay me back.
All right. But if all you wanted to talk about was my debt, why'd you invite me here? We could have.
I don't
Oops.
want you to grow accustomed to owing me.
Elle est sympa.
People lose their sense of urgency in paying back debts when complacent. That's why I'm reminding you right now.
I see. It's not my place to say since I'm the one in debt here, but don't you make enough money as a detective, Halara?
On n'a jamais assez d'argent.
You're always trying to make more. What do you need all that money for anyway?
I suppose I can tell you.
Oh.
Huh?
If I continue to save at this rate, I will be able to create a program in about 6 years.
Un programme dans 6 ans.
That is what the money is for.
A program?
A program that will save 30% of all cats around the world experiencing hardship.
Ah, ça en fait des chats sauvés.
What? Oh. Hmm.
Tout ça pour les chats, quoi. Elle est catomane. Je sais pas comment on dit personne qui adore les chats.
That caught me so off guard that I don't know what to say. You want to start a charity?
Après, faut voir ce qu'elle veut faire pour sauver les chats. Hein. Si sauver les chats, c'est de tous les mettre dans une fusée et de les envoyer sur la lune. Bon, je sais pas. Hein. Faut voir. Hein. Faut voir ce qu'elle propose.
No, not a charity. This is all for my personal satisfaction.
Elle va vivre dans un manoir. Céleste, elle veut vivre avec plein d'hommes et Alara veut vivre avec plein de chats. Ce sera une vieille à chat. Elle sera à la retraite, Alara.
Cats provide a healing experience, so I want to give back to them in some way. That's all.
La folle avec 50 milliards de chats dans sa maison, là.
That's amazing! How wonderful!
Enough. As I said, this is all for my personal satisfaction. I don't want to hear your praise for it.
Oh, but if it's so important, why did you tell me? I didn't even threaten you or anything.
C'est vrai.
Yes, about that. I'm sure you already know this, but
Après, on connaît son secret, donc...
a detective can lose their life at any moment.
Yeah, you did teach me that.
So if I were to die, I want you to carry out this plan for me.
Ok. Moi, je suis pas aussi doué que toi pour récupérer de l'argent, mais ouais, ok.
I've been thinking it over for a while. I figured this was a good time to tell you.
Huh? Why me, though?
I'm not sure myself. Why do you think?
Parce qu'on aime tous les deux les chats. Pour remplacer ma dette. Que je suis digne de confiance. À remplacer ma dette, bah, vu qu'elle cherche beaucoup d'argent. Ah, c'est elle efface ma dette en échange de l'aider à récupérer beaucoup d'argent. Je sais pas. Hein. Je suis digne de confiance. Bon, on aime les chats. Les petits chats.
Because I like cats like you do?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Les petits
Huh?
chats.
What do you mean?
It is true you are a cat lover, but it's quite obvious I am on an entirely different level.
Ah, désolé, madame. Hein.
I'd appreciate it if you'd never call yourself a cat lover in front of me again.
You're so strict about this. Well, guess I was wrong. Then in that case,
Oh là là.
could it be that it's because you trust me? I hope I'm not assuming too much there.
Ah bah après, c'était le deuxième. L'autre, la dette, j'aurais jamais cru.
Incorrect. No matter who it is, I will not trust any human.
Fais pas confiance aux humains.
So it is not accurate to say I trust you.
I see.
However, I wouldn't mind being betrayed by you. Or rather, I would accept a betrayal at your hands.
C'est toi qui me trahis, j'accepterai. Eh ben.
Huh? Isn't that practically the same as trusting me?
In my mind, it's entirely different. I don't trust you.
Okay. But the way you said you wouldn't mind if I betrayed you... that makes me way happier than if you just said you trusted me.
Anyway, we were discussing something else. You will pay your debt to me in full.
Yeah, I know.
Master, you and Halara have forged the ultimate bond together.
Oh, j'ai l'impression que là, comme elle le tourne, elle garde juste la dette comme excuse pour traîner avec nous et pour être copain avec nous là. Hein.
Good for you, Master. I'm happy for you.
Elle sait pas comment introduire les choses, du coup elle parle automatiquement de la dette pour amorcer la discussion avec nous. Desuhiko n'a pas beaucoup fait. C'est même celui qu'on a le moins fait. Y avait quoi avec Desuhiko? Il aime bien les filles. J'ai plus trop souvenir de quoi ça parlait de ces événements. Pas de problème, Polo. Mais Desuhiko de base, je crois que c'est, on va dire, dans la liste des détectives, peut-être celui que j'ai apprécié le moins.
Desuhiko took me to a rooftop.
Attention, apprécier le moins, ça veut pas dire que je le déteste. Correction, hein. Quoique, chef Yaku. Je sais pas. Chef Yaku aussi, le met pas très haut. Je sais pas pourquoi, j'ai... À la fin, ça va mieux, mais pendant l'aventure, je sais pas.
Being so high up feels fantastic! Makes you feel alive.
So why'd you call me up here?
But didn't I tell you why?
No, you told me to shut up and follow along.
Super.
Sorry about that. I totally forgot. I love the view from here, so I wanted to share it with you, my man.
On la connaît déjà cet endroit, non? C'est pas là où le chef Yaku nous avait... où l'autre nous avait emmené? Ah, je crois que chef Yaku.
The view? Well, I guess it's not so bad, but it isn't exactly exciting either.
Oh, ça ressemble en tout cas.
Yeah, it's not the best view in the world or anything. The reason why I love it up here is because it helps me envision my mission of becoming a star.
Ah oui, son objectif de devenir une star.
Your mission?
Yep. It's to completely capture the hearts of all the people I can see from here. If I can't charm them all, then who am I to say I'm a star, you know?
I suppose that's normal to expect from a star, yeah?
Totally. A real star could charm 100 or even 1,000 times more people.
Speaking of which, I've been wondering...
Alors déjà que tu arrives à séduire une personne, ça a pas l'air simple, alors des centaines, des milliers? Comment ce petit?
why do you want to be both a star and a detective at the same time?
Les deux.
Huh? Where did that come from?
Well, I figure detective work is done in the shadows, but a star kinda has to stand out and shine. I just thought it's a weird combination.
I see. Well, I was planning on writing about it in my autobiography.
Eh ben.
But why not? I'll let you in on a little secret, my man.
I have the feeling he was itching to talk about it.
So, the reason why I'm both a detective and a star. I should start with why I became a detective in the first place.
Oui. Allez, vas-y.
Here's why. I had the talent for it.
Ouais, mais déjà de base détective, quand t'as des problèmes de vue de sang, c'est peut-être pas ouf. Alors, peut déjà être plein de choses, mais le sang, je pense que pour les détectives, c'est un peu régulier, non?
Huh? That's rather short.
C'est une raison un peu légère du coup.
Yep, I've been handy since I was a kid. I was especially good at disguising myself.
Tu peux faire d'autres métiers que détective avec ton talent de déguisement.
When I realized I'd make a good detective, it was smooth sailing from there.
Oui, je sais que c'est se spécialiser dans le meurtre, mais t'as quand même pas impossible que tu tombes sur ces cas-là quand tu ne cherches pas forcément des meurtres.
But you didn't learn how to disguise yourself in school. How did you know you were good at it?
You might not believe it, but I was a pretty gloomy kid with some real self-esteem issues.
What, you? Really?
I always wanted to become someone else, so I started making disguises. Though I figured I had the talent for it, I was surprised to see how well it went.
You as a gloomy kid? I can't even imagine it.
I say that, but it was honestly just the angst of growing up, and that sort of stuff. It's not like I had a terrible past or anything, so don't worry about it.
I get why you became a detective, but why do you also want to be a star?
Parce que c'est cool.
Well, this all started while I was still training at the WDO. I was undercover as the singer of a band at a concert.
Ok.
At the time, I wasn't interested in becoming a star or anything, but when I stood on stage, it was
Ça va?
Huh? What's wrong?
amazing! Oh, it felt so good!
Oh, you weren't done.
On that day, I decided to become a star. So I thought, next time, it'll be my own skills that get me up here.
Vivre ça, mais sans tricher. Mais trouver l'amour, ça, tricher, y a pas de problème.
Well, he's free to dream whatever he wants.
But you didn't quit being a detective to chase after your dream of becoming a star.
Of course not. Though the idea did cross my mind. But then I realized something. There's no need to choose. I can be both. A star gets everything he wants out of life.
Alors c'est mieux de faire 100% un seul objectif, c'est plus simple de l'atteindre, mais ok.
That's a very Desuhiko thing to say.
But it wasn't all sunshine and
Au moins il est ambitieux. Il est bien ambitieux notre ami.
I was getting barely any sleep, training as a star and working as a detective at the same time.
What kind of training?
You know, the usual. Singing, dancing, and... Anyway, man, what do you think is most important about being a star?
Le plus important, d'avoir le talent.
Huh? What the heck is he talking about now?
I wonder what it could be.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a mon Tamagotchi? La chance, le sourire engageant, l'aura. Ouais, c'est bien d'avoir c'est important d'avoir de la chance, mais bon, le talent est quand même plus important que la chance. Si tu veux de la chance, veux jouer au loto. Un sourire engageant. Oh, une aura. Aura de star, ça je peux comprendre plus facilement que sourire.
Your aura?
Nice, you get it. A real star is enveloped by a special aura, all day, every day. Anyone can tell from just a glance.
Un coup d'œil.
That's why I was willing to sacrifice my sleep to develop that aura.
Et bon.
Training to develop an aura sounds kinda like something out of a comic book.
Je sais pas si ça s'entraîne, Laura.
Day after day, I trained as both a detective and a star. Looking back now, it sure was. But
Oops.
thanks to that, I've become a superstar detective. All that's left is for the world to realize my charm.
I see.
Hey, what's with that reaction? After everything I've shared, nothing.
Bah, t'as pas dit grand chose pour le moment. T'as sorti tes ambitions.
It's not as though I'm uninterested or anything.
Eh bien, je dis pas le contraire, mais
I was honestly impressed.
Huh?
If I had two things I wanted to be, I would have to give up on one of them. I think you're cool for not giving up on either of them, Desuhiko.
Really? Yeah, I knew it. That's the reaction I was expecting. All right. If that's the case, you're gonna be my apprentice, right? There's currently a special promotion where I'll put 20% more effort into teaching you how to sing and dance.
I think I'll pass on that.
au moins il demande pas d'argent.
Master, you and Desuhiko seem to have grown even closer.
Twing, 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 twing. Prochain échange avec Desuhiko. Vivia sous son manteau porte des bandes de tissu. C'est à peine si on peut considérer cette étoffe comme un habit. Ah, l'hôtel.
Boy, I'm stuffed.
Yeah, me too.
Well, now that we ate our fill, how about we have a little chat, man to man?
Huh? You wanna talk?
When two guys eat together, they have a man-to-man talk.
Des trucs d'hommes? Comme quoi?
I've never heard of that before.
Well, that's just how it is. Keep it in mind. How are things going between you and Kurumi?
Ah, mais lui aussi il s'intéresse avec la relation entre Kurumi et nous là?
There's nothing between us. We're not like that, and I don't have any feelings of the sort to begin with. Even if I did, it's not like Kurumi feels the same way for me.
Oh, come on, man. You're not being honest with yourself.
Master, you're better off just the way you are. You have me, after all.
Et puis là, Kurumi a mentionné une amourette de lycéenne. Oui, après, je peux voir que Kurumi est intéressé par notre ami. Mais nous, de base, on est amnésique. Alors, je pense que la personnalité reste un peu la même. Du coup, quand on redevient numéro 1, j'imagine que vu que la manière de réfléchir est peut-être un peu identique, on aura peut-être également le béguin, mais c'est pas dit quoi. C'est difficile de se dire d'avoir une aventure amoureuse quand t'es amnésique quoi. Et qu'à tout moment tu peux retrouver la mémoire. Voilà, c'est pas à tout moment, mais on se comprend.
What about you, Desuhiko? Do you have somebody in your life?
Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I do.
Oh.
I've got tons of girls hitting on me.
T'es sûr que c'est pas l'inverse?
Really?
Yeah. There's the girl at the shop near the station. She purposely touches my hand whenever she hands me change.
Peut-être parce qu'elle a pas fait exprès.
And whenever the cashier lady looks at me, I can see the lust in her eyes. Oh, yeah, there's also that schoolgirl who blushes at the sight of me.
Jeez, he is so full of himself.
Ouais.
Man, I have so many options. I don't know who to choose.
Oh la tête, ça c'est la pire tête de Desuhiko. Avec le nez comme ça. Il est pas très beau.
You say that, but what type of girl do you like anyway?
Je crois que lui il aime tout. Hein.
My type?
Judging from what you've told me, the ages of these women seem to be all over the place. It almost sounds like you don't care who they are as long as they're women.
Well, it's not like it can be just anybody. But I have no strong preference when it comes to body type, nationality, or personality.
So basically, he's saying it could be anyone.
Ouais.
But there are women I'm no good with.
Ah, il a quand même un critère.
Like who?
Ladies with heavy northern accents.
Un accent du Nord. C'est très précis comme élément rédhibitoire.
That's oddly specific. Did you have a bad experience in the past?
It was during my first mission for the WDO. Someone couldn't make it last second, so I was called in to provide security for a certain woman.
Ouais.
And she was very, very sexy.
Huh?
She was stunningly beautiful and constantly hit on me. But
He suddenly went quiet. She was so sexy, but what? What could it be?
Bah, l'accent. Théoriquement, il a dit qu'il aime pas les accents. Elle va être c'est un homme. Elle était complètement folle. N'a rien pu faire. Oh, c'est rigolo que c'est un homme. Ah, juste pour la phrase, j'ai envie. Elle était folle. C'est un mec. Aucune chance que ce soit ça.
Actually a man?
Aucune chance, mais
it wasn't like I checked, but that's not it. That wouldn't be a deal breaker for me anyway.
ah ouais. Ah, ça tape dans le mec. Ah bah ok. C'est bon à savoir. Il est ouvert, hein. Ça on peut pas dire. Hein. Il est ouvert à beaucoup de propositions.
Oh, it's not. Okay then. Was it because you couldn't do anything?
Yeah, she was super sexy and super beautiful. She was coming on to me, but I couldn't do anything. I was so nervous I completely froze up. a mistake of youth, but one I'll never make again. That whole experience was pretty traumatic for me, so now I'm no good with women who have a northern accent.
Mais y a pas le lien avec l'accent, mais bon.
I see.
This goes without saying, but you better not tell anyone.
Enfin, j'imagine qu'elle avait du coup un fort accent du Nord, mais... Parce que c'est vraiment ça le problème, quoi.
Right. I won't tell anyone if you don't want me to. But is it really that embarrassing?
C'est juste parce qu'il veut pas se rappeler de cet événement que c'est un critère rédhibitoire pour lui, c'est tout.
To be honest, I was kinda underwhelmed by it.
Huh? Nothing is more embarrassing than that! What kind of store doesn't take that opportunity? If I could go back in time, I'd perform an aerial double slap combo on my past self!
Oh, okay. But why did you tell me something so important?
Because you're my man. That means I don't hide secrets from you. It's a rule of mine.
Master, he's like a puppy eager to please.
Gotcha. I promise I won't tell anyone.
Then it's a promise, my man.
I don't think there's anything embarrassing about Desuhiko's story.
Oh, des fois, hein. On peut considérer des choses comme gênantes, mais pas du tout.
But I'm happy he shared something about himself that he's ashamed of.
Master, you and Desuhiko seem to have grown even closer.
Et le dernier souvenir... Enfin, il dit toujours souvenir, hein, c'est pas souvenir. C'est pas grave. Alors, attaque à l'aide d'une pièce de 1 chienne, tout en calculant avec précision l'endroit où elle tombe pour pouvoir la récupérer plus tard. Oh la pince!
Hey, what's wrong, Desuhiko? You called me over, said you wanted to talk?
Yeah, about that. Anyway, isn't it so nice to be up here?
Ah, la belle vue. Une dernière de déjà vu là, non?
He's been acting like this for over an hour, not telling me why he called. Is it something you have trouble talking about? I don't know if you want to ask me a favor or something else, but you'll have to talk about it first.
Sorry, you're right. I'm just a bit afraid is all.
We're busy here, so hurry it up.
Alright, here goes.
Right.
There's a big reason why I called you here today. Will you join my
Then...
well, you know. Oh, this is too embarrassing. I can't say it. My man, you should know what I'm trying to get at.
Huh? You sound crazy. I have to do something or this won't end. What is he trying to say? Then... what?
Musique. Musée muscle. Musée, je le vois pas. Alors j'imagine musique, ouais, parce que muscle... je le vois pas faire ça. Alors, il veut être une rockstar et tout le beans, enfin une star. Et je crois qu'il aime bien la musique, donc je pense plutôt groupe de musique.
You wanna say band?
Yeah. How about we form a band?
Huh?
A band? Master's going to join a band?
You know, stars and bands go hand in hand.
Y en a, oui.
I always planned on going solo, but well, sharing the spotlight with a buddy of mine wouldn't be such a bad thing. For the first time in my life, I finally met someone I'd want to form a band with.
Et on est très honoré.
It's because I finally met you. A man.
Desuhiko.
How about it? Do you want to make a band together? Let's journey on a path towards stardom side by side.
What?
What'll you do, Master?
What do I do? I'm happy Desuhiko invited me, but I don't know how to play any instruments.
Tu peux chanter.
Besides, I'm not interested in joining a band or being a star.
Ça aide pas.
Sorry. I'm happy that you asked, but...
I see. I guess you don't wanna.
I don't know if this makes up for it, but how about I support you as a fan?
Huh? My fan? No way. I can't agree to that. Besides, you've never heard me sing before.
Ouais.
Oh, right.
And you want to call yourself my fan? I doubt it. You're just offering because you feel awkward for turning down my invitation. I'd rather you just completely reject me, instead of saying that to make me feel better.
No, deep down, I want to be your fan. You told me before how you chose to be both a star and a detective. I think you're really cool for not giving up on either dream. And in that sense, I'm already your fan. That's why I'm serious about wanting to support you.
Well, if that's the case, I don't mind having you as a fan. But I still hate that you've never heard me sing. So listen to one of my songs right now.
Est-ce que je dois retirer mon casque ou pas?
Huh? You're going to sing right here, right now?
Yeah, my brand new banger, the song of my man.
To be honest, it was hard to evaluate if Desuhiko's song was good or bad. I'm not sure myself because I don't know much about music. But like his personality, the song was very straightforward and heartfelt. I believe Desuhiko will be able to achieve his dream of becoming a star. I don't know why, but I think it'll come true.
Master, you and Desuhiko have forged the ultimate bond together.
Oh, on n'entendra pas sa voix.
Good for you, Master. I'm happy for you.
Ils ont pas voulu que le doubleur chante. Bien ou pas. Ils savaient pas. Donc dans le doute, ils font pas. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a avec Fubuki? Elle est riche. Elle sait pas grand chose de la vie parce qu'elle était assez isolée. Elle veut voyager, je crois aussi, non? Il n'y a pas une histoire de voyage? Je me confonds peut-être. On a sorti l'excuse de Yoma s'il connaît pas en musique. On va dire que c'est bien ou nul. Il nous laisse imaginer. Ouais.
Hey Fubuki, there's something I've always wanted to ask you.
Ah oui.
Yes, what is it? I would tell you anything, Yuma. Even the password to my bank account.
Oh, ce serait bien, je dois 5 millions de chiennes à quelqu'un. Ne pose pas de questions.
No, I don't need your password. It's nothing like that. I'd like to know more about the Clockford family.
La famille Clockford.
You've mentioned them before, but I still don't quite get it.
I see. So you wish to learn more about my family.
Oui.
I do not mind. I will tell you everything I know. But first, how much do you already know about them?
What I know about your family is...
Elle est responsable de l'horloge mondiale. Elle surveille les longitudes et les latitudes. Elle s'occupe de compléter l'histoire du monde. Si on l'a déjà dit, j'ai oublié. J'ai envie de dire l'horloge mondiale parce que c'est Clockford. Parce que pour moi, c'est avec le pouvoir du temps, un truc comme ça. Donc responsable de l'horloge mondiale, ça m'a pas l'air d'être délirant.
They're in charge of keeping the world's standard for time.
Yes, that is a correct assessment.
Ah mais
What does that entail anyway? I can barely comprehend something on such a scale.
How should I explain it? For example, it is exactly like deciding to call an apple an apple. Does that make it easier to understand?
No, now I'm even more confused.
Oh, really? Let me try to explain it another way then. To manage the world's standard of time means we manage what year, what month, what day, what minute, and what second it currently is on Earth. As an extreme example, so long as the Clockford family dictates it, we could move the date 10 years ahead or back.
That's quite a powerful privilege to have.
Indeed. It means we could make everyone in the world feel older or younger.
rajeunir, vieillir. Ouais, sur le papier, mais pas en vrai.
Although they are just numbers on paper.
Ouais, c'est ça.
That's incredible. I can barely follow along. Wouldn't it be possible to mess up the whole world by abusing such power?
Indeed. We could tear it apart, chew it up, and spit it right out. But the Clockford family would not do such a thing. We protect the world's time to ensure that never happens.
Protecting the world's time. Sounds like a daunting challenge.
Yes, it is indeed a heavy responsibility for my family, if I do say so myself. Even 100 elephants would be considered lighter.
Your family is tasked with such an important responsibility. I'm surprised they let their daughter join the WDO. Even if it's to help you learn more about society, it's far too dangerous.
Yes, you are right about that. Although I have not been told officially, my parents do consider me the next head of the family.
Tiens, qui veulent... elle hérite du travail et du tout le bins, quoi.
Permitting the successor to join the WDO would certainly be nothing short of insanity.
Oh, so you think so too?
I do. But alas, I had no choice. You know how I can be a bit of an airhead at times?
Non, jamais. Non, non, non.
She's an airhead all the time.
Non, 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 non.
Yeah, maybe from time to time.
They said they could not entrust the world's time to a daughter who is so ignorant. They would rather send me to the outside world to survive on my own than keep me blind to reality. Which is why my parents made the difficult decision of enrolling me in the WDO.
Ah, t'as même pas choisi par toi-même.
Wow.
It was to be expected. The continuation of the Clockford family is more important to the world than my own life.
She said it so casually. I'm sure Fubuki has experienced so much as the daughter of the Clockford family. She must have been exposed to many things regular people couldn't even imagine.
Still, my mother and father were right.
What?
I learned numerous things about society after joining the WDO. I have already grown far past who I once was. Compared to who I was before I joined, I am a completely new person now.
Et dire qu'avant t'étais encore plus bête. Ça se tient.
It terrifies me to think she was even more airheaded than she is now.
Master, you and Fubuki seem to have grown even closer.
Même pour lui, ça lui fait peur. Parce que déjà là, elle est bien neuneu. Hein. Et le dernier. Avant de faire Vivia. Vivia, je crois qu'il en a un seul pour Vivia. Un ou deux. Et après, on attaquera les DLC. Pendentif de Fubuki. Un motif d'horloge. Wow. Incroyable.
I am sorry to have called you here, Yuma.
It's okay. What's wrong? You said you wanted to talk.
Well, about that, perhaps, maybe... Yuma, I believe I may be in love with you, romantically.
Est-ce que tu sais ce que c'est l'amour? Enfin, être amoureuse.
Huh?
What?
What?
Oh? Did you not hear me? Then I shall say it again. I may be in love with you romantically, Yuma.
Au moins, elle est directe. Hein.
What? Whenever I think of you, my heart feels warm and fuzzy. It's so anguished as well.
Ouais, ok.
I thought maybe this is the romantic feeling that people keep talking about.
That's impossible! Totally impossible! There must be some confusion. Maybe your mind is playing tricks on you. Someone as attractive as you would never fall for someone like me.
Oh, do you really think so? I find you quite an attractive man, Yuma.
I can't believe you think that.
J'espère qu'il n'y a pas notre informatrice dans les parages. Hein.
Hey! Quit being all happy about it!
Tu commences à faire des dramas. Hein.
Well, I did not bring you here today to confess these feelings to you. Rather, if these truly are romantic feelings, I wish to thank you for them.
Huh? Thank me?
To tell you the truth, I have never had romantic feelings for anyone until now. I have had an arranged fiancé ever since I was little.
Ah oui, le mariage arrangé, ouais.
Due to that, I subconsciously kept myself from falling for anyone. Although I yearned for those feelings of love, I knew I must not harbor them. I worried I would never fall in love. I have always felt such disappointment in myself because of it.
Ah, il y a des gens. Ils ne connaîtront pas l'amour, c'est comme ça.
But now, I have fallen for you and can experience what it is like. So, I wish to thank you for helping me learn what romance is. That is all. I just wanted to give my thanks.
Oh, in that case, I'm glad I could help. I guess? But wait, don't you have a fiancé? Having feelings for someone else is just going to end up making you sad.
Not at all. I have decided to talk to my father about turning down my arranged marriage.
Ah! T'as pas posé des problèmes, cette histoire?
Really? Are you sure? After all, wasn't that decided by the Clockford family?
Of course, it is vital to defend our family traditions and to obey my parents. All my life, I have lived with that as my highest priority. But now, I have decided to forge my own future.
Au pire, on peut essayer la polygamie, hein. Peut-être que l'autre monsieur sera d'accord, hein.
I have been thinking about it ever since I started working with you all at the agency.
I see. She's choosing her own future.
Moi, c'est honorable.
I'm glad she can look at it that way. I'm happy for her.
Elle essaye de tracer son propre chemin. Pas juste laisser les autres décider de ce qu'elle veut faire.
But even still, I think you may be mistaken about your feelings for me.
Are you sure? It is true I have zero experience with romance, so I cannot say for certain. Well then, how about this?
Oui.
Once I am able to confirm with certainty that my feelings are romantic in nature, then, at that moment, will you hear my confession once more?
Je sais pas quoi répondre.
I don't know what to say.
On est confus.
It has to be a misunderstanding. There's no way you have feelings for me, Fubuki.
How do you know that? Please allow me to decide my own feelings.
I'm sorry. You're right. If she wants to confess to me again, then... Well, if you really do have romantic feelings for me, then sure.
Thank you very much. Please, consider your response for when I next confess my love for you.
Would that mean I'd become heir to the Clockford legacy?
Eh ben, on va avoir de sacrées responsabilités, hein. Enfin, même si je pense que c'est surtout elle qui fera le boulot, mais c'est pas impossible que si on est engagé là-dedans, qu'on aura notre mot à dire.
No way. It has to be a misunderstanding. It has to be, right?
Master, you and Fubuki have forged the ultimate bond together.
Alors là, c'est pas ami, c'est peut-être un peu plus Shinigami.
Good for you, Master. I'm happy for you.
Il y a un dernier. Vivien. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a avec Vivien? Honnêtement, je me rappelle plus des minces, hein, de ces événements. Elle croit qu'une pomme coûte autant qu'une voiture. Eh ben. C'est pas cher une voiture qui à 1 euro.
What's wrong, Vivia? Were you reading Fantastique again?
No, it's a mystery this time. I think these are nice once in a while.
Oh, so you read those too?
I guess it doesn't fit me.
It is a bit of a cliché for a detective to read mystery novels.
Bah, justement parce que t'aimes bien les mystères, du coup tu lis du policier, oui, non, ça me surprend pas.
So you haven't read the genre in a while. What's this one about?
Well, I suppose I'd feel comfortable telling you.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
The protagonist is an earnest rookie detective.
Un jeune détective sérieux.
He began his investigation after receiving a request from a certain girl. Her mother died under suspicious circumstances.
La mère de cette fille est morte.
Who killed the girl's mother and why? The rookie detective continues his desperate investigation. He seeks the truth, all for the sake of this girl. But the truth that awaits him is cruel. For the girl murdered her own mother.
Ah.
Oh.
Wow, what a twist!
The girl may not have meant any harm, but her actions unintentionally caused her mother's horrible death. It was a tragic accident. The rookie detective didn't know if it was right to solve this mystery. What was the point in exposing this cruel truth to the public?
Ah. Ça me fait penser à quelque chose, ça. Il y a Vivier en plus.
Under a standard set of values, one would keep it a secret and remain quiet. There would be no benefit to telling the innocent girl she was the cause of her mother's death. However, the girl wanted that mystery to be solved with all her heart, not knowing she was the culprit all along. Should we reveal the truth to those who seek it, no matter how cruel it may be? Would you say lies made from kindness are truly kind? What do you think the rookie detective did in the end? Or rather, what would you have done, Yuma?
Me?
J'aurais pu résoudre l'énigme, je ne l'ai pas résolu, je sais pas.
I think I would have solved the mystery.
I see.
What did the rookie do in the end?
Well, human cells will always replace one another. The old vanishes, and in time, the new turns old. Considering that, am I the same person at birth as I am at death?
There you go again, trying to muddy the waters. Are you saying I should just read it myself?
Well, who knows?
You told me pretty much the whole thing, but kept the conclusion a secret. Wait, that book's story... Is it about you, Vivia?
Why do you say that?
It's something you mentioned before. Not all mysteries should be solved. Maybe maybe it's your personal experience that led you to believe that.
Your deduction makes sense, but I'm not sure myself.
Please don't dodge the subject.
I told you, didn't I? I don't think all mysteries should be solved. Whether the story I told you now is from a book or my life, it doesn't change a thing. Anyway, I'm off to explore another world inside a book.
So, which is it? If that's what Vivi has been through, why tell me about it? Maybe in his own way, he wants me to understand him. That would be nice if it's true. Maybe this is an unsolvable mystery.
Master, you and Vivia have forged the ultimate bond together. Good for you, Master. I'm happy for you.
Et voilà. On a tout regardé. C'est plus ou moins intéressant. Ça dépend des personnages. Mais ça va. Du coup, maintenant il y a les DLC. Chapitre Desuhiko, le charisme est un vilain défaut. Le chat à 9 queues, célèbre voleur fantôme, apparaît. Desuhiko, le détective superstar à l'esprit libre et au charisme incontestable. Est-il attrapé le scélérat énigmatique insaisissable? Ne ratez pas, le charisme est un vilain défaut. Nouvelle partie. Alors je sais pas si c'est long, a priori d'après JVC, enfin un article JVC ça prend une demi-heure. Hein. Les sauvegardes manuelles sont désactivées. En vrai, j'ai aucune idée. Mais que je me dis qu'on va jouer Desuhiko. C'est mon âme d'enquête. Ah, t'as pas encore fait les DLC Polo? Pas eu le temps. Ou la motivation. Le collier à ce pied m'appartient. À la part du chat à 9 queues.
Damn it! Again!
Eh ben.
Next time you won't be so lucky! Catch you the first chance I get!
Et plutôt doué le mec. Bah je suis pas ça. Hein. Ma caméra 2 secondes. Ah. C'est parti rapidement. Bonnet étant que j'ai des Desuhiko est un modèle de marque fait sur mesure. Il a coûté plusieurs mois de salaire. Sacré bonnet, dis donc.
The Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat returns, huh? Jewelry on display in the gemstone exhibit hosted by Amaterasu Corporation was stolen late last night. Peacekeepers declared the culprit is serial thief Nine-Tailed Cat. The investigation should yield an arrest soon.
They're so full of crap about arresting this guy. They have no idea how to deal with this.
The newspapers are Amaterasu's lapdogs anyway. They're not going to talk about how the thief managed to escape. The Nine-Tailed Cat has been famous in this town for as long as I can remember. They're set to steal their target without hurting anyone, and they always leave behind their signature card.
Sa carte signature.
The great thief who appears out of nowhere and vanishes without a trace. No one knows a thing about their identity. They've been stealing expensive stuff from Amaterasu ever since they took control of this town. From what I heard, all the stolen goods are sold or donated to hospitals and other welfare facilities.
Donne des hôpitaux? Ok.
So what, the Robin Hood or something? I don't like it one bit.
Everyone in town is a fan of the cat. Think about it. They're up against the Peacekeepers. It's obvious why everybody supports them.
Hey, what kind of detective talks like that? I'm disappointed in you, Chief. Thieves and detectives are natural enemies. Cat, dog, I don't care. A criminal's a criminal.
When did you get all self-righteous about justice?
Justice? This is about pride. What's the big deal anyway? The newspaper hasn't written a single thing about me.
Ah, peut-être que t'as servi à rien, du coup ils ont pas voulu en parler.
I mean, I'm the ultimate charismatic superstar detective.
Unfortunately for you, the cat is way more popular and famous than you are.
Damn it. This is humiliating. It's all your fault, Chief.
Huh? Why me?
It's because you let these criminals roam around scot-free that this cat guy has grown so brazen.
Well, I suppose you have a point there.
Ah, mais s'il est insaisissable.
But we've never received a single request to catch the cat. And if no one's hired us, then it's not our job to get out there.
Nonsense. That's a coward's excuse.
Say what you want, but don't go looking for trouble for no good reason. Even this art gallery case wasn't a formal request.
A girl I met at a cafe works at the art gallery and told me something interesting. They say the cat's gonna appear at the gemstone exhibit. The Peacekeepers working security are all on edge. So I promised her that if the thief really appeared, I'd catch him. At this rate, I'm gonna look like a liar!
What do you expect me to do?
You're just gonna let the cat roam free?
Ah, c'est toi qui as promis, hein. Faut essayer de trouver une solution par toi-même.
Leave a cat alone and it won't scratch you.
C'est vrai.
You should really let it go. This thief isn't someone we can do anything about.
Let it go, let it go.
Besides, they're a phantom thief who's never been caught by the Peacekeepers and continues to toy with them.
You are such a useless chief, you know that? Fine. I'll hatch my own plan to catch the cat. And you better believe all the credit will be mine and mine alone.
Hey, wait! Jeez. I hope he doesn't get into trouble.
Ah, ça, c'est pas dit. Le billet coûte 200 yens. Ça faisait employé d'Amaterasu qui peut en profiter gratuitement. Bon. Est-ce là à l'intérieur est prisé? Bah oui, vu qu'il faut faire sécher tout le temps les vêtements.
Still, this phantom thief appears out of nowhere. How do I catch him? I should gather information about the nine-tailed cat around here. With that many tails, I'm sure I'll grab at least one.
Si tu le lis.
Alright, time to ask everybody about the nine-tailed cat.
Oh là là, on contrôle vraiment des Desuhiko quoi. Avec son énorme sac. Son sac est tellement énorme que quand on se déplace, on voit même pas des Desuhiko quoi.
I heard the nine-tailed cat reappeared.
The stolen Cassiopeia necklace is said to be worth 100 million yen.
That much? I'm certain it's already been sold and the money donated to an orphanage. I wish I could have gotten some of that cash.
C'est beaucoup pour une orphelinat.
This reminds me that a few years back, someone wanted to donate some money at the hospital where my mom works. They just dropped off 10 million yen and left. People are saying they think that was a nine-tailed cat.
Really? What else? What did they look like?
Who are you?
Just keep going.
What they looked like? Well, the donor wore a hood way over their head, so nobody got a good look at their face. That being said, some think the donor's hair and eyes were a burning red color.
Œil et cheveux rouges.
Red hair and eyes. That's fantastic info. Thanks. Next time, I'll invite you backstage.
Ah oui, bah on a un risque qui leur a envie un peu de dragouiller. Hein. Ça va pour rien y faire. Hein. Attends, on va faire toutes les filles. C'est que des filles. C'est chelou. Hein.
That's nice.
What?
Cherche quelqu'un. Quelqu'un de discret, mais aux lèvres pulpeuses, dont les yeux fins sont si perçants qu'on pourrait se poignarder.
Just my time.
Et y'a personne que je cherche, c'est toi. Ça paraît de très bien fonctionner. Hein.
Well,
Et accessoirement, je suis aussi à la recherche du chien à 9 queues. Est-ce que tu sais quelque chose à son sujet, même si c'est une rumeur? Nope. Tant pis. Pas d'autres questions à poser sur les chats à 9 queues.
then
Parlons plutôt de toi. Pour aller dans un bar chic, juste tous les deux. Chut. Tu rougis, c'est mignon. Crève. J'ai la chair de poule tout à coup. C'est encore une madame, hein. Je comprends pourquoi il se prend des râteaux. Ouais, pour le moment, il pose des questions qu'aux filles, hein.
then
Mademoiselle, puis-je me permettre de prendre quelques minutes de ton temps? Pour un pèlerin tel que moi, tu es le soleil qui réchauffe mon âme et la lune qui me guide dans la nuit.
well,
Ça sera pas nécessaire puisque je bois tes paroles. C'est une caméra cachée. Je vais devoir vous dénoncer auprès des pacificateurs. Bon, en fait, je cherche quelqu'un. T'as dû parler du chien à 9 queues. Je sais juste que c'est un voleur fantôme qui a causé du grabuge. D'accord, c'est pas grave. Du coup, voudrais-tu dîner avec moi ce soir? Ce soir, je travaille.
then
Tu finis à quelle heure? Excuse-moi. Ne me regarde pas. Ah oui. Allez, la prochaine fille. Ding. Non, c'est un mec. Oh, mauvaise langue. Pour moi, parler à un homme est contre nature, mais pas le choix. Ah, il est blasé quoi. Blasé man. J'ai bien d'infos sur le chien à 9 queues. Salut mon pote.
Hey,
Qui êtes-vous? Vous êtes pas un client ici? Pas vraiment, faut juste que je parle à mon pote quelques instants. Dégage.
oh no.
Ça ne prendra pas longtemps et puis... Dégage ou je te crève. J'ai compris, flippant. Je préfère de l'en parler aux femmes. Oh bah... C'est clair que parler comme ça va être bon. Non, ça c'est pas pour monter. C'est là-bas. Twing, twing, twing. Je vais voir qu'est-ce qui se passe quand on tape profil. On a deux choses. Nous-mêmes. Non. Un maître détective de l'Organisation mondiale des détectives a affecté à l'agent de détective nocturne. Il rêve de devenir un détective superstar célèbre sur la capacité de déduction. Il y a beaucoup de détectives dans ce truc. Non, c'est pas grave, il y a 4 fois détective. Yaku, le très irresponsable paresseux, ce détective originaire de Kanye World est à la tête de la seule agence de la ville, l'agent de détective nocturne. Après le reste, j'imagine que c'est tout pareil sur les stats. Hein. Ils n'ont pas changé physiquement, ce serait étonnant. Ça, j'imagine que c'est à peu près pareil. Hein. La berge. Le voir fantôme qui commet ses vols sans faire de mal à qui que ce soit avant de se volatiliser en laissant une carte en guise de signature. Selon la rumeur, les objets dérobés dans les lieux liés par Amaterasu Corporation sont vendus. Les profits sont reversés aux hôpitaux et aux autres établissements de santé. Tienne, la monnaie, organisation, ça oui. Le commandement, toujours donné à priorité, solution parfaite. De ça on connaît. Hein. Vous avez des talents spéciaux, les maîtres, oui. Gouvernement, galerie d'art. Hein. Et l'agence où on est actuellement. Faut aller voir. Là.
Hello, ma'am. Have you
madame.
seen an awesome, charismatic guy around here?
Ah. Il y a un dialogue, c'est que c'est sûrement important.
Excuse me?
Take a good look. There's one right in front of you.
Huh?
It's me! Me! I'm the freedom-loving, charismatic detective, Desuhiko Thunderbolt!
Pardon me, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Hold on, I'm in a hurry too. I really need your help.
Uh-huh.
I'm investigating the Nine-Tailed Cat. Do you know anything about them?
The Nine-Tailed Cat? The thief who stole the gemstones from the art gallery?
Yes, that one. Can you tell me anything you know?
All I know are just some rumors.
Des rumeurs.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to hear.
I heard this from my friend's sister's coworker, but the Nine-Tailed Cat is actually a young man.
Le collègue de la sœur de mon ami. C'est un jeune homme, le chat 9 queues.
A young man. I see. Thanks. That's a big help. Oh, by the way, who do you like better? Me or him?
Well, I've never seen the Nine-Tailed Cat's face, so I can't compare.
Elle marque un point.
Let's see. Now that I've had a closer look, I guess you're not too bad.
Oh.
Right? I get that a lot. How about we step into a cafe and chat for a while?
Goodbye. You said you were in a hurry, right?
Right. Let's meet again on the stage.
Je sais pas si c'est un râteau ou pas là. Hein. Ah, c'est plus haut. Attends. C'est pas plus bas. Il faut plus que ce soit plus haut que ça. Ah, c'est le. Oui, c'est le. C'est l'endroit où on était avec Chef Yaku. Le coin, le toit là. Putain, mon Tamagotchi, il arrête pas de me vibrer dans la poche. Il est relou! Relou man! Tinini. 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 Ah! Des enfants! Des petits enfants! Ah mamie, ah mamie! Ah, il doit y avoir des fois un mamie qui apparaît sur l'écran.
Hello, gorgeous.
Ah, tout d'un coup là, ça devient un peu plus cringe.
Huh?
Mature? J'ai pas la même définition de mature que vous.
Don't be scared. I'm a superstar. And starlight will always illuminate a lady like yourself.
Lady?
Yeah, to me, you're one refined lady. Anyway, do you know anything about the nine-tailed cat?
Yeah,
Oh? Like what?
I like the cat. I'm a fan.
What do you like about them?
They're so cool. The cat is tall and kind of like a model.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks for telling me.
So you're a fan of the cat too?
I'm more like a rival.
Rival?
Soon, you'll be my fan too.
Hmm.
I'll be waiting with front row tickets for you. Ta-ta!
Ouais.
I think I've talked to all the most promising ladies.
Que les nanas. Hein.
I've gathered plenty of information about the nine-tailed cat, so that should be good. A young man, tall and slim, with red hair and eyes. The most outstanding feature is hair color, but wearing a hood would make that hard to notice. That reminds me, the cat wore a hood when I saw him at the art gallery. Oh, but wait, the cat I saw there didn't look tall at all. Was it just my imagination? Whatever. I should head back to the agency for now and think of how to capture the cat.
Twing, 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 twing. Une cuisine, une salle de bain. Il y a quoi, oui.
Who's there?
I've come to steal what's most precious to you.
Precious to me?
I'm going to take all the fuzz off your head.
Oh, le cauchemar chelou.
Ah! Stop it!
What are you scared about? It's me, Desuhiko.
Oh, c'est limite un cauchemar que pourrait faire le chef Yaku, là. Hein.
Desuhiko! I suppose that is your voice. But is this your disguise? Who are you supposed to be?
Yeah, I tried recreating what the nine-tailed cat looks like based on what people around town said. What do you think?
I wasn't able to tell until you mentioned it.
I guess it's no good. I was planning to walk around town looking like the cat to draw him out.
That won't work. Your look is way too vague. Even fans of the cat wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, but what if I enter the art gallery like this and try to steal something?
C'est pas ce que font les détectives.
Witnesses would think I'm the nine-tailed cat.
I guess. People could mistake you like that. But everyone only has a rough image of what the cat looks like.
Image? That's it! I just came up with a brilliant idea!
De prendre en photo?
I have a bad feeling about this. Don't tell me you're really going to try to steal something dressed like that.
If I do, I'd be the one who gets arrested. Maybe I can take advantage of the fact that this getup is what the fans are imagining.
What do you mean?
Just watch. The next time he appears, it will be the end of the Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat.
Un drone. La Minute Torifune. Amaterasu Corporation.
Hey, are you sure the nine-tailed cat will really appear tonight?
That's what everyone's been saying in town. The cat is after a real expensive ring.
Somebody came out.
Thank you, all who've gathered here today. Please, allow me a moment to speak. As you all know, precious jewelry was stolen from this art gallery the other day. The culprit is a thief known as the Nine-Tailed Cat. And we've received word that they will appear again tonight.
Ouah.
However, it is obviously a crime to steal from others. As an upstanding citizen, I cannot allow that to happen.
Get lost! You're not even with the Peacekeepers!
Get out of here!
Who do you think you are?
Who am I, you ask? I am the charismatic freedom lover born unto this world by a goddess, the superstar detective Desuhiko Thunderbolt. Can you hear me, Nine-Tailed Cat? Your sham of a legend ends today. I, Desuhiko Thunderbolt, will end you.
There are still detectives in town?
That guy looks hella dumb. You'll never catch the nine-tailed cat.
30 minutes plus tard.
Hey, it's that guy again.
Hey, detective! Where's the nine-tailed cat? You sure the ring hasn't been stolen already?
Hello, everyone. The Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat has fallen into my trap and has been captured.
Ah bon? Facile,
Here's
non?
the proof. This is the Virgo ring the cat was after. As you can see, the ring is safe.
The nine-tailed cat was captured. No way.
Well, that ring does look pretty legit.
That dumb cat has been imprisoned inside the art gallery. I'll leave the rest to the Peacekeepers. I'll be going now.
Pas plutôt lui le chat neuf queues? Parce il va partir avec la bague là.
Give the ring back.
Oh, but of course, I fully intend to return it to the gallery's curator.
I gotta be blunt. I'm way more handsome than that.
What? 2 detectives?
Quoi? Oh, Imagine celui avec la bague, c'est pas le vrai, mais
You've been caught in my trap, nine-tailed cat.
ça surprend, dis donc. Oh, les coups de griffe.
I was the one who spread the rumor about you appearing here today. With so many spectators here, I knew you'd use a trick to take advantage of the crowd. Who would have thought you'd disguise yourself as me and try to enter through the front door?
Damn it! The Phantom Thief has finally been caught?
That's impossible.
Come on. I'll interrogate you before handing you over to the Peacekeepers.
Enfin, je suis pas sûr que ce soit vrai, hein. Parce qu'il avait dit lui-même qu'il était pas aussi grand qu'il disait. Mais son apparition est stylée. La passion de Desuhiko.
Did you read this? A new hero emerges. Nine-tailed cat caught at last. Now look at all the attention you've gotten. The Peacekeepers won't take this lying down.
At last, I'm finally famous! I'm the star that touched down to Earth, here in the city where stars never shine.
So, what are you going to do now? Please don't get me involved.
Just watch. My path to stardom has just begun. Speak of the devil.
Huh? I wasn't expecting any guests. She's a newspaper reporter. She wants to speak with the detective who caught the nine-tailed cat.
Nice to meet you. I'm Anine of the Kanai Times.
Enine.
You must be Desuhiko, the one who caught the nine-tailed cat. I'd like to conduct an interview with you, since you're the new star of Hope in Kanai Ward.
An interview, huh? Yeah, sorry, but I only speak to the first person to come see me.
Well, then...
But you're the first one here. Congrats!
Thank you.
You're really letting this get to your head, Desuhiko. I hope your pride doesn't get crushed later on.
Yeah. There's too much noise here, so let's go somewhere else. This place is too dirty to take nice pictures anyway.
Oh, des photos.
Well, excuse me for this mess.
Ah, il prend les photos pour le journal.
Let's go. If anyone else comes asking for an interview, turn him down for me, Chief.
Jeez, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Thank you so much for taking this interview today. To begin, I am speaking with Desuhiko Thunderbolt in this exclusive interview.
Ask me anything. I'll tell you all about it.
Well, let's start with the first question. As a detective, what do you usually do on a day-to-day basis?
Le quotidien. Enquête sous couverture, sécurisation de périmètre. Des enquêtes.
In my case, I do a lot of undercover investigations. I'm good at sneaking into places. If the investigation is about a girl, I can get all the information I need. While I'm no good at solving murder cases, I excel in finding out what women want.
Bah, tu l'as pas trop trouvé, hein.
If you don't mind my asking, what sort of places have you gone undercover in the past?
À quel endroit vous travaillez sous couverture dans le
For
passé?
example, a rock star's dressing room backstage, the filming location of a big movie.
Are you sure those are the acts of a detective and not some sort of entitled fan?
Of course. Anyway, that's all I can tell you about. The rest is confidential, you know.
I see. Very well. Moving on then.
Elle a pas l'air très confiante là de son interview.
Do you have any special abilities?
Déguisement, musique. Ah, la logique dirait déguisement. Parce qu'on l'a jamais entendu faire musique, donc déguisement.
Disguise, of course. I'm better at disguising myself than any other detective there is. Of course, that includes phantom thieves. Consider how confident the cat appeared to be. But thanks to my disguise, I won that fight. He was stupid enough to disguise himself as me at that moment.
Do you have any tricks you use along with your disguises?
Only an amateur would be satisfied with just changing how they look. A real disguise changes the very air around you.
L'air, rien que ça.
I see. Well, next question then. How's your match against the Phantom Thief, Nine-Tailed Cat?
Ah, c'est passé votre match. M'impressionne pas, il était coriace. On va un peu embellir les choses.
He was a tough opponent. I'd expected that, but he even knew how to make good disguises. If I wasn't there to stop him, he would have increased his gemstone collection for sure.
So, where's the captured Nine-Tailed Cat currently being held?
Oh, the peacekeepers took him away somewhere. He's probably cursing me from some jail cell right now.
By the way, what does the Nine-Tailed Cat look like?
He's got distinctive red hair and eyes, but otherwise he looks kind of thin and weak.
I see. Thank you very much. On to my next question. Do you know the secret behind the Virgo ring?
Secret derrière la bague Virgo. Comme ça, nous on sait pas, mais est-ce que lui est censé savoir? Bah, y a aucune idée, hein.
The Virgo ring? Oh, you mean the thing the cat was trying to steal? Secret. What the...
Supposedly, there's a secret message written underneath the spot where the gemstone sits. A similar message was written on the Cassiopeia necklace the Nine-Tailed Cat stole before.
Ah bon? Et les messages cachés dans les objets qu'ils veulent?
And deciphering both messages is said to reveal the location of a hidden treasure.
But hidden treasure? The ring was hiding something that big?
Attends, il a gardé la bague depuis tout ce temps? C'est un bijou d'un musée et il le garde avec lui? What the fuck? Il l'a jamais rendu?
Where was the message written again?
Bah, du coup, j'imagine que Lénine c'est le voleur et il va lui prendre là sous la main.
Huh? Why do you have that ring?
Ou pas? Moi j'aime bien Lénine comme la vraie voleuse. Le chat.
Oh,
Mais oui, pourquoi t'as la bague?
Wasn't that ring taken out of the art gallery by the Nine-Tailed Cat? I thought it was returned to them after the cat was captured. you still have it.
It's, you know, I missed my chance to return it.
Desuhiko, don't tell me you took advantage of the situation and kept it for yourself.
No, you're making it sound worse than it is. I really was gonna return it.
Really?
Totally. How about we go return it now together?
I'll accompany you as long as you allow me to continue the interview.
Yeah, I'll agree to anything. Interview and all. Anyway, what did you say about hidden treasure? I didn't see a secret message anywhere.
It's right there,
Where?
behind the pedestal. Here, I'll show you. See? It's written right here.
What does it say?
Thanks for the ring, you dimwit detective.
That's the secret message? Dimwit detective. Wait, dimwit? Is it talking about me?
You've realized it far too late, almighty detective.
Ah là là. Ah, ils vont pas inventer un personnage d'un DLC comme ça, hein, sans raison.
You're no newspaper reporter.
You finally figured it out?
Don't tell me you're...
That's right. I'm the Phantom Thief, nine-tailed cat that you thought you had captured. The real one, that is.
Le vrai.
So you're the cat?
That whole farce at the art gallery was quite entertaining to watch. The red-haired man you caught in front of the gallery was the chief at your detective agency, wasn't it?
Le chef de votre agence. Ah, ça expliquerait pourquoi il avait le skin de base que Desuhiko se faisait du chien.
You placed two complete disguises on him and then exposed him in front of the spectators. Just as you planned, the people in town thought he was the nine-tailed cat. Did you put on that little show to stain my public image?
That's right. You sure are sharp. To the citizens of this city, you're nothing but a conglomeration of their own images and assumptions. By destroying that image, I knew they'd lose all respect and awe for you. Soon, the people of this town would begin to hate criminals. That'd make it a lot harder for the real cat to commit crimes. Your work as the Phantom Thief would be done for.
You really think your games are enough to make the nine-tailed cat disappear?
Ah.
As long as the cat is needed in this city, she will never die. Unfortunately for you, your plan needed much more thought.
You got some nerve. It's true that I underestimated your guts. I never thought you'd come directly to our office. And that getup, it's no disguise. So, the whole red hair and eyes and other stuff were all made-up rumors.
I like to spread rumors about my appearance. It was all just insurance for my sake, but I didn't expect it to catch on so quickly.
C'est vrai que ça aide, hein. Si tu dis que c'est un homme avec des yeux rouges et des cheveux rouges, bah, tu vas pas poser de questions quand tu verras une femme avec des cheveux gris et les yeux gris, quoi. Enfin marron. C'est un bon déguisement. C'est un bon moyen de dissiper le doute. Enfin de répandre le doute.
You detectives sure are easy to fool.
You're quite the woman.
I'll take that as a compliment. By the way, there is no secret message. That was all a lie to get you to show me the ring.
C'est-à-dire que tu savais qu'il avait la bague avec lui?
And as planned, I'll be taking this.
La bague Virgo m'appartient de la part du chat à 9 queues.
You going already?
Yes.
Thank you for playing along with my lengthy interview. Well, so long.
So long, Berwell. Pardon.
Wait. The battle's not over yet, nine-tailed cat.
What is it now?
The one you're holding is a fake. Check out the real deal.
Oh là là, que des faux et des vrais.
No way!
You said my plan needed more thought. Well, did you anticipate this part? If the cat can't be caught, the only option is to lure her out. That whole show you insulted was just part of my trap to lure you. I knew you wouldn't stand for your reputation as a great phantom thief to be tarnished like that. The reason you lost is because you weren't willing to yield on your pride. You would have been better off just letting yourself get arrested back then. You might think you're some sort of Robin Hood, but you're nothing but a criminal.
Criminel.
As a detective, I can't let you go free.
I thought you were just some cocky idiot, but you're not bad.
Well, I'm bad at investigating cases, but I'm not too shabby when it comes to negotiations.
C'est un détective après tout. Faut quand même qu'il montre un peu ses talents. C'est pas un bleu théoriquement. Desuhiko.
So, what will you do now? Hand me over to the peacekeepers?
Well, that was the original plan, but I changed my mind.
You're going to let me go?
No, I can't do that. But I don't intend to give you up to the peacekeepers either.
What are you saying?
I can't let you go. Not only as a detective, but as a man as well.
Huh?
Will you marry me?
Marry? Are you serious?
Totally serious.
Ah.
I could search the whole world, but no one is more exciting than you.
A phantom thief and a detective couple.
Isn't that great?
But that ring isn't even yours in the first place.
It doesn't matter. If you accept it, then we're partners.
I see.
Does this mean...
You really are a fool.
Is that a yes? Hey! Wait! Hey! I haven't heard your response yet!
On est malin, mais pas tant que ça. Ah. J'espère que c'était pas la vraie bague, hein.
So, how did the mission go? Did you succeed?
I lost it.
Lost what?
The jewel, my confidence, and my love.
Eh, il a vraiment fait ça avec la vraie bague, quoi.
Wait, you mean the Virgo ring? You gotta be kidding! The art gallery was nice enough to lend it to us in order to help capture the Phantom Thief. And you lost it?
Théoriquement, c'est pire. Il l'a littéralement donné au voleur. Mais bon, faut pas sortir cette version.
What am I going to do? We'll go bankrupt trying to pay it back. We'll be in debt for life. Don't just sit there feeling sorry for yourself. You gotta do something.
Hey, did you hear the nine-tailed cat has returned?
I thought they captured the thief. What got stolen this time?
Is it true the Phantom Thief has struck again?
Yeah.
What was stolen this time?
Surprisingly, nothing. Instead, the Phantom played a prank, leaving a ring on the finger of a statue.
Ok.
I'll catch you next time!
Je rends la bague, Virgo. Malheureusement, je n'aime pas son apparence de la part du chat à 9 queues. Ah bah après là, la bague, je pense que ça lui a fait un peu trop penser à Desuhiko. Il s'est dit, oh je le rends. J'ai pas envie de me mêler à ça. Ça va en vrai. Là il marque non résolu. What the fuck? Bon. Ça se trouve, il n'y a pas moyen de la résoudre, ou sinon il faut faire des bons dialogues. C'est pas grave. Il reste 1 heure, je pense qu'on arriverait à faire un autre DLC. J'habite Fubuki, le jour de chance de Fubuki. Initialement, on pouvait tout recommencer. Tout le monde en a déjà rêvé, que ce soit pour un examen, à Paris, une relation amoureuse ou un emploi. Si seulement on pouvait effacer les erreurs, ne garder que les succès. Malheureusement, le passé est inaltérable, pardon. Sauf pour elle, Fubuki Clockford, maître détective capable de remonter le temps. Son étrange jour de chance commence. Comment ça va se passer avec elle? Après, j'ai pas donné d'avis pour le DLC, mais ça va, il est plutôt sympa. Mais il n'y a pas beaucoup de choses à faire, c'est dommage. Un peu plus d'interaction, ça aurait été sympa. On s'est baladé pour parler à 6 personnes et après on a fait 3 choix quoi. Un DLC à 5 euros, c'est peut-être un peu rude.
Hey, you there!
Me?
Yes, beautiful lady.
Beautiful
You will
ladies.
succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day. Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
I do not fare well at gambling.
This is horrible! Someone just fell from the sky!
Quoi?
Is this part of my lucky day?
On va prendre littéralement ce qu'a dit la dame. Hein.
It appears as though something is happening over there.
Ah, c'est une vue comme ça. Marrant. J'ai oublié un truc. C'est vrai que j'ai pas essayé de parler aux autres avec Desuhiko. Après, j'ai pas l'impression qu'on puisse beaucoup interagir.
Hey,
But I wonder if it could be some sort of festival.
Je pense pas, non.
What's going on? Looks like someone collapsed.
Some guy fell from a building nearby.
Was it a suicide?
Pardon me. Please let me through.
Are you a doctor?
Pas tout à fait.
No, I am not.
Do you know this man?
No, I do not know him whatsoever.
Then why are you here?
Today is supposed to be my lucky day, so I thought I might be of some use.
Ok. Ok, Fubuki. Bon, en espérant que ça va bien se passer. Tu m'étonnes que l'autre, il est choqué, pas étonné.
Oh, you are still breathing. What luck.
Oh, quelle chance! Vous allez mourir!
Hey, he's trying to say something.
Il y a un dé.
3.
3? I was not quite able to hear you. Could you please repeat yourself?
Hey, hang in there. He's not breathing. Where's the ambulance?
Maybe that was a dying message? It sounded to me as though he was trying to say the number 3. If I am not mistaken, those were the last words he uttered before death. I must not let them go to waste.
Il a vu un dé avec le chiffre 3. Calme-toi, madame.
Oh, if I rewind time, I can hear his message again. Repeatedly hearing someone's dying message is something only I can do.
What are you mumbling about? If you're not gonna help, get out of the...
Actually, why not try to prevent him from dying in the first place instead? Protecting the people is part of my duties as a detective. I may still make it in time if I hurry.
hey, you there.
Pardon me, I am in a hurry. Oh, that noise!
Il est pas tombé au même endroit. Il est tombé un peu plus au milieu là.
Are you alright? What happened? Is there something you must say to me? Please, go ahead.
2.
2? As in the number?
Hey, you. What happened? Are you all right? Should I call an ambulance?
No need, I am fine. I shall be right back.
Je crois pas qu'elle parlait de toi.
The dying message was different this time. First was 3, next it was 2. I wonder what it could mean.
Hey, you there.
This is exhausting. I might not make it. Oh, perfect timing. Pardon me, please let me in. Forward, full speed ahead.
Il est tombé sur la voiture. Eh bah.
Are you all right?
Il va dire 4.
What happened here?
Ah non, il va... Non, il va dire 1, il va dire 1. Parce que là, de notre côté, on voit un 6. Et il faut savoir que la somme des deux côtés opposés, ça fait toujours 7. Donc si tu voyais 6, de l'autre côté, il y a un 1. Vous voyez un 2, de l'autre côté, c'est un 5.
One? Now it is one? What could it mean? Tell me, please, before you die!
Ah, vous pensez que c'est un compte à rebours?
Did someone push you off? Who was the culprit? No good. I must do it over again.
Hey! He's still breathing! The car's roof must have cushioned his fall! Hurry up and call an ambulance!
Thank goodness. It is true. Today really is my lucky day. What a happy ending.
Ok. Bon bah, happy ending. Hein. La personne est pas loin de mourir, mais happy ending. Faut voir le bon côté des choses, quoi.
What a happy ending.
Oh punaise.
And that is what happened the other day.
That's not a happy ending at all. Nothing was solved. Did the guy live?
Yes, he managed to survive, although he is currently in a coma.
Et ça c'est un happy ending.
So you still don't know why he fell from the sky?
The newspaper says it was an attempted suicide. It seems he climbed over a fence on top of the building.
I bet the peacekeepers made that up after another half-assed investigation.
Regardless, it has nothing to do with us.
I mean, you're right and all, but doesn't it bother you? That sure is a weird dying message. At first it was 3, then 2, then finally 1, right? It's like a countdown or something. I've never heard of a changing dying message.
That's because dying messages are normally a one-time event.
So perhaps the message changed because I turned back time.
No, that doesn't make sense. The victim had already fallen by the time you arrived at the scene. So whether it be a suicide or a homicide, the events leading up to the fall shouldn't have changed. And I doubt he'd want to tell you something different each time. What do you think, Alara?
Should I assume you're requesting to hire me with that question?
Never mind then. It was dumb of me to ask.
No matter the problem, asking for my assistance is the wisest choice one can make.
Except you charge an arm and a leg each time.
Un peu cher, ouais.
Naturally, I must charge an appropriate rate.
Alors on connaît sa raison hein, de son tarif un peu élevé pour sauver les chiens.
Although, in this case, it doesn't seem like a criminal act. I suppose I don't mind, if we consider this a conversation among friends.
Oh, so we're friends now. What's with the change of heart?
I wonder why the dying message changed. Do you know why, Halara?
I can deduce the possibilities. However, I cannot declare anything unless I investigate the scene myself.
Mais tu peux, alors qu'il est pas mort? Le pouvoir de Alara c'est pas lié à la mort? Enfin, il faut qu'il soit mort, non? Je sais plus que...
So an investigation is still necessary.
Enquête.
You definitely want to remember this.
Dans Indices, vous pouvez consulter les infos des indices en votre possession. Oh, le gros tuto. Bel indice. Le message que l'homme a laissé à Fubuki la première fois. 3. Et c'est la deuxième fois. 2. Et c'est la troisième fois. 1.
By the way, according to the newspaper, the victim fell from a 4-story building.
Je suis désolé, mais je sais déjà pourquoi. Il est déjà dit avant.
Floor 1 is a luxury brand shop. Floor 2 is a restaurant. Floor 3 is a beauty salon. And floor 4 is a casino.
A casino?
Each floor has windows facing the street that cannot be opened. Thus, it's very likely the victim fell from the rooftop.
Le bâtiment d'où la victime semble être tombée est composé de 4 étages.
Do we have an ID on the victim?
He's a 25-year-old man. He works at the shop on the first floor, but often goes to the other floors as a customer.
Oui, ok.
So the people in the building were his acquaintances. There's still a chance someone else from the building took him up to the roof and pushed him off.
Identité victime. L'homme travaille dans le bâtiment où il est tombé.
Perhaps the dying message indicates who did it?
If that was the case, then it's weird the message changed each time he got to the victim. Or maybe there's someone named 321? That can't be it, right?
Un peu compliqué.
You can't say that with certainty.
Okay, fair enough, but that doesn't explain why the message changed.
That reminds me, when the victim mentioned 1 the last time he spoke, he actually said there.
There? Did he find something?
That I do not know, though he did look as though he was searching for something.
What does that mean?
The victim must have had something in his hand while he was falling. The impact of the fall caused him to drop it.
Drop it.
I see. So the victim found the item, then left the message 1.
If you think about it that way, the victim's message makes sense, and it's likely the item is related to the case.
Fubuki, did you find anything at the scene?
My deepest apologies. I did not notice anything of the sort.
You may be careless, but I doubt you'd miss something so big you'd need 2 hands to hold it. Which means it had to be something small enough that it could be easily missed. Hold on. The victim must have held this thing in his hand the first time he fell. But instead of 1, he said 3 that time. Was he holding something different each time he fell? Or was he holding more than 1 thing?
Considering when Fubuki turned back time, it's hard to believe he held something different each time. However, we cannot eliminate the possibility there may have been multiple items.
I am now more lost than ever.
If we follow the logic, we will always arrive at our destination, the truth.
Après, on les voit pas les dés ici. Donc, si t'as pas fait attention à la scène, y a pas moyen de les voir. Comment qu'on peut. Oh non, on les voit pas. Il faut vraiment avoir remarqué ça avant. Après, ils étaient rouges. Je trouve qu'ils sont plutôt bien visibles.
But I am truly lousy at that.
Don't give up, Princess. Let's start from the beginning.
Very well. I shall try. If the victim was holding something, that would be a key clue in this case, right?
Ouais.
First, regarding the size of what he was holding...
était petit.
That's right. Even Fubuki, who was at the scene immediately after the victim fell, didn't notice that small item. Therefore, it's reasonable to believe that whatever he held was something that could fit in the palm of his hand.
And the impact of the fall caused him to drop it. The third time, the victim realized he dropped it and appeared to be looking around for it. And when he saw it, he said, "There, one." But why would the victim mumble the word one after seeing it?
Ce qui est affiché chiffre 1, qu'il y avait seulement un exemplaire.
Normally, that would mean that whatever was on the surface of the item displayed the number 1, would it not?
Elle applaudit, c'est tellement mignon.
So the victim saw that and read the number 1 aloud.
Huh? That's a dumb conclusion to make.
No, that's a sensible way to think about it. It's logical as well.
Alors généralement, lorsqu'il était pas loin de tomber dans les vapes, le premier truc que tu vois, tu le dis, tu peux le dire inconsciemment.
The victim saw it and mumbled one, so we should assume it was actually written there.
Are you serious? So whatever it is has the numbers written on its surface, right? What is it then?
Il y avait un casino de 3e étage.
I don't get it. In the beginning, he said 3, not 1.
It's not strange at all if we assume the number changes depending on the situation.
The number can change? Wait, then that must be it!
Whoa, Fubuki! Do you know what it is?
Yes, although it is just my guess. The item the victim was holding...
Une montre ou un dé. Après, une montre, ça pourrait marcher. Hein. Mais sauf que vu que théoriquement il est censé tomber tout le temps au même, à la même seconde, ça marche pas. Mais en soi, il y a des chiffres qui s'affichent dessus, quoi.
Such as a die or something.
A die? Oh, I get it. The number would change depending on the roll. Hold on. It first went from 3 to 2. Isn't it strange the numbers weren't the same? Fubuki arrived at the scene after the victim fell. By that time, the die would have fallen from the victim's hand. Which means that whatever number turned up on the die should have been set by that point. It couldn't have changed.
Et la deuxième fois, elle l'a mis assis. Alors que la première fois, il était couché.
You're right. Do you have a counter-argument for this?
In that case, perhaps this explains it.
Parce que l'angle sous lequel il a vu le dé n'était pas le même. Parce que c'était mon jour de chance. Ah, si on veut faire vraiment cucu après la ligne Fubuki. Théoriquement, faudrait suivre le lore Fubuki, faudrait sortir que des mauvaises réponses. Hein. Dans le lore Fubuki, on n'est pas réglo là. Hein.
The angle from which he saw the die would have been different.
The angle?
The first time, the victim was lying face down. If there was a die in his line of sight, he would have only seen one side of it.
What about the second time?
The second time, I arrived just a bit earlier, so I tried to help the victim up. At that moment, he probably saw the top side of the die.
I see. So that's how it went. It's true that under normal circumstances, only the number on the top of a die is read.
He landed on the taxi the third time, so it is possible that the roll of the die changed.
Fubuki, you sure are sharp this morning.
Ah, c'est son jour de chance.
Really?
L'homme qui est tombé tenait un dé. Dé. Message que l'homme a laissé à Fubuki la première fois. Et Sache qu'il a essayé la seconde fois. Sache qu'il a essayé la troisième fois. Mais tu sais ça, et je dis tout ça. Ce que j'aimerais savoir, c'est pourquoi il est plus intéressé par un des randoms que la chute qu'il venait de faire. Bah, moi je pense la théorie, c'est qu'il était en train de jouer un jeu d'argent au casino et qu'en fonction du résultat du lancer de dés, il pouvait gagner gros. Et alors inconsciemment, bah, il a dit la réponse qui est tombée sur le dé et parce qu'il est tout passé par la fenêtre avec le dé pour une quelconque raison. Il y avait un casino au troisième étage. Pour moi, ça c'est pour moi la théorie que j'ai. Parce que si on te dit que tu peux gagner 1 million et que tu lances un dé, instinctivement tu as envie de créer le nombre. En voulant savoir si c'est ça qui va te faire gagner ou pas.
So basically, it went like this.
Ouais, mais perso, si je meurs tellement comme ça, résultat, il est cadet de mes soucis. Mais le problème, c'est que t'es un peu dans un état second. Je pense que c'est pas dit que tu sois rationnel lorsque tu t'apprêtes à tomber dans les vapes. Tu vas dire un truc à la con, la première chose que tu vois, ou un truc comme ça. Je suis pas sûr que faut chercher du rationnel à ce moment-là. Ça m'est jamais arrivé. Je vais te l'avouer. Mais moi je dis que ça peut se tenir.
The victim fell from the rooftop while holding a die. He dropped it once he hit the ground. Which means the die was cast. As the victim was knocking on death's door, he mumbled whatever number he saw.
Après ça je trouve que je me trompe hein.
Great job deducing that much, Fubuki.
Does it appear that I'm becoming a better detective?
Oui, après je sais pas à quoi ça sert mais oui.
Yeah, but not nearly as great as me.
We still lack an answer regarding the final part.
The final part?
Pourquoi il est tombé?
What was the victim trying to communicate with his dying message?
Ah, qu'est-ce qu'il essaie de dire?
Now that you mention it, you're totally right. Why did he even bother reading the number on the die?
Ah bah voilà la fameuse question de Polo.
Perhaps it was to inform us of the identity of the culprit?
There is no doubt that the die was meant to point out the culprit. Nearing death, the victim sought out the die to inform you of that. But in his daze, the best he could do was say the number he saw.
Ouais, c'est ça. Comme j'avais dit, c'est quand t'es dans un état comme ça, tu dis ce que tu vois, quoi.
So the die was pointing out the culprit?
Wait, wasn't there a place that had something to do with dice in the building the victim fell from?
Oh, so perhaps the culprit was in there?
La boutique de luxe, le restaurant, le salon de beauté, le casino, et bien sûr le salon de beauté ou le casino.
Perhaps the culprit was in the casino on the 4th floor?
Mais il était 4ème étage, j'ai dit 3ème je crois avant.
That's probably it.
De toute façon c'est le seul endroit où tu peux trouver un dé, donc
You did it, princess! I didn't think you'd be able to figure it out.
There is no way I could have done so on my own. You have my deepest thanks, Halara and Desuhiko.
Yup, now bow down to my charisma.
Calmos Desuhiko.
Still, we're just making assumptions here. We have no solid evidence. If someone said we made it all up based on his dying words, that'd be the end of it.
But we made so much progress in our investigation. Is there nothing to be done about it, Halara?
It would be one thing if we had the die as evidence, but it would be extremely difficult to find now.
If only I had noticed it and picked it up.
No biggie. It's not something you'd notice normally. Hey, Halara, what if we use your forte to find out where the die went?
I can't use my abilities while the victim is still alive.
Ouais, c'est ça, il faut que la personne meure, hein. C'est bien ce qui me semblait. Hein. Parce que là, il est dans le coma. Alors dans les 2 autres fois, il y avait une possibilité qu'il soit mort. Mais là, il est dans le coma. Là, ça marche pas. Hein.
Damn, you make it sound so ominous.
Leaving this case alone is still a valid option. No one made a request for us to investigate, so it's not an urgent matter. The case will solve itself once the victim wakes up.
Si elle se réveille.
The culprit might attack the victim again before that happens. Since they didn't get him the first time, they might try to finish the job.
That would be terrible! This is all my responsibility! What should I do?
I don't think there's any need for you to feel responsible, but I wouldn't feel good about leaving this unsolved. Hey, Hilara, you know of any ways around this?
There is one.
Stop teasing us and just say it! Oh, and before you ask, I'm not paying a damn thing.
On est encore en discussion entre amis là. Hein.
A clue then. Ask the fortune teller.
Demande à la diseuse de bonne aventure.
Are you a villager in an RPG or something?
The fortune teller!
Huh? Did something spring to mind?
I told you in the beginning, remember? A fortune teller approached me.
What's that got to do with this case?
You should interrogate that fortune teller about the casino. You may hear something interesting.
Ah, elle sait déjà des choses.
I understand. I shall depart after breakfast.
But hey, are you going alone? Fine, I'll join you. Hilara, you're coming with, right?
I'm not going without a formal request.
So much for being friends.
All you have done is more than enough for me. Thank you very much. I can handle the rest on my own.
I'm here too, you know.
On grandit comme une princesse, elle est vraiment allée faire les courses. Ah oui, c'est tout pour mes voitures. À ma paye, mode de paiement, disponible partout.
Hey, you there!
Hmm? Us?
Yes, you lovebirds. You make one fine pair.
Je suis pas sûr, mais si vous voulez.
You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day. Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
Yes, please.
It appears that multiples of 3 are your lucky numbers.
Multiple de 3.
If you're going to gamble, be sure to bet on increments of 3.
I get it. This is what Hilara was getting at.
What do you mean?
You're in bed with that casino up ahead, aren't you?
What are you saying? Casino? I don't know what you're talking about.
You claim we have good luck to scam us at the casino.
Ah, pourquoi on a le casino et qu'on claque tout l'argent. Ça n'explique pas pourquoi il est tombé du toit, mais bon.
That's a baseless accusation. I'm just an ordinary fortune teller.
Oui, non, ça je peux comprendre, Polo, mais ça explique pas pourquoi il est tombé dans le vide, l'autre.
You must have heard about the guy who fell from the casino's building. The victim was nearly killed by someone who works there. I bet he knew too much about your secret.
Ah, c'est trop.
If you know something, you better cough it up now. Or you might be next. If you're working with dangerous people, you should call it quits today. We can take care of the rest, so tell us what you know.
As you said, my job is to lure customers in and guide them to the casino. The lucky number thing is all a lie. In fact, if they pick those numbers, they will surely lose.
Et ils perdent.
But I truly believed it was my lucky day.
I'm sorry. I actually don't know how to tell anyone's fortune. I just followed the manual.
And that manual was made by the casino?
Yes. Cheating is rampant in the casino. They really conduct some dirty business there.
Do you know the man who fell from the building?
Yes. He's what they call a hired plant.
Un rabatteur à celui qui ramène les clients.
He mixes in with the customers and steers them a certain way so the casino can cheat them. So, my ears perked up when I heard he attempted to kill himself. I knew he'd made a mistake and was being silenced.
I see. So that's what it was.
L'homme était un espion engagé par le casino.
Hey, are you really gonna do something about them? If they find out I told you all this...
Leave it to me. Who do you think I am? I am the superstar detective, slayer of evil, Desuhiko Thunderbolts!
That's not very reassuring.
It appears the entire casino is in on this crime. There will only be more victims if we leave them be.
We might as well see this through to the end. Though, I bet the chief would tell us to stay out of trouble.
But what shall we do? We lack even a single piece of evidence. I would feel terrible if we had to involve the fortune teller more than necessary.
I guess we'll have to rush in from the front.
Ah ouais.
Which means we are going on an adventure.
Après avec Fubuki, elle peut faire lancer. Il faut un lancer de roulette. Elle gagne le résultat, elle remonte dans le temps et elle a le résultat et elle refait. Hein. Si c'est après faut voir si c'est à tricher ou pas quoi. A priori pour tricher, il faut faire multiple de 3, donc ça veut dire que tu as plus de chances de faire les autres résultats.
Yeah.
Peut-être qu'ils n'ont pas le temps de corriger leur tricherie.
Are they really gonna be all right?
Oh t'inquiète. Ils sont doués pour aller dans des endroits un peu situations un peu compliquées. N'en faites pas madame.
This looks like the place.
Indeed. Do you have a plan, Desuhiko?
Of course. The plan name is Leave Things to Chance.
Wow! That sounds exciting!
Let's go, Fubuki!
Right!
Wait.
Ah! Elle est venue avec l'argent pour jouer au jeu.
Laura, what are you doing here?
I knew you'd rush in without a plan.
You are correct, Halara.
Carelessly sowing confusion will simply result in more victims. Don't be so rash.
Are you trying to get in our way? It'd be one thing if you just stayed out of it.
I'm saying the two of you don't stand a chance. If you're up against a casino, let me handle it.
Huh?
Are you going to help us?
Bet on me and you are sure to win. Listen, here's the plan.
Ah. Une solution pour se faire de l'argent? Et démanteler les casinos en même temps? Ding, ding, ding.
Welcome.
En tout cas, il n'y a pas de fenêtre ici. Hein. Donc il est vraiment tombé du toit.
I'd like to convert all this into chips.
Right away.
Ah oui, t'en fais des jetons.
Call the owner over. I'd like to play a game. Tell the owner I want to talk to him about that attempted suicide.
Understood.
Ding, 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 ding.
How can I help you? You don't seem affiliated with the Peacekeepers.
I'll be direct. You tried to erase one of your hired plants.
What are you talking about?
I'll bet all of my chips. If you win, then this issue will disappear. We'll conclude our investigation and never return. And of course, you can keep all the chips.
Laura, are you sure about this?
And if you win?
You will confess your crimes and turn yourself into the Peacekeepers.
Et il va dire oui parce que pour lui il est confiant parce qu'il triche.
Very well. I don't know what crime you're speaking of, but as the owner of the casino, I cannot turn down such a direct challenge.
I expect you to keep your word.
Of course, and you as well. So, what would you like to play?
Bring some dice.
Les dés.
A game of craps?
Yes, but let's cut out all of the complicated rules. This game will consist of 4 dice.
4 dés.
Each player will take 2 and roll them at the same time. Whoever gets exactly 7 wins.
À 7.
If both rolls land on 7, then it's a draw and the game continues.
Very well. We will prepare the dice. Are you fine with that?
I don't mind. You'll roll the dice.
What? Me? But you are far better at gambling, Laura.
I'm going to find out what's going on. Just roll the dice like you normally would. However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Bien sûr, bien sûr.
Oh, right. I do have that ability.
Ah, c'est vrai, j'ai oublié que j'avais ce pouvoir.
Are you ready? Let's play.
C'était rapide.
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
Elle va se fatiguer à force de faire ça.
If the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Laura, I just turned back time. You rolled a 7 right at the start. And my roll was terrible, by the way. I completely lost.
I knew it. But you can do this as many times as you want. That's your strength.
Ouais, enfin bon, y a une limite d'énergie quand même, hein.
Right.
Are you done with your huddle? No amount of planning will help with dice. You must let luck take over from here. Now, let us play.
Yes, game on. This time.
Ah, par contre, il fait un 7, mais avec d'autres résultats.
Why?
Il a fait avec un 6 et un 1. Avant, il avait fait avec un 4 et un 3. Marrant ça.
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Bah oui.
I returned. This is the second time. The opponent rolled 7 on the first throw both times. The timing of the dice roll was different from before, so I thought there would be different numbers. Are casino owners blessed with natural luck?
No, it's not luck. He's probably cheating.
Cheating?
Seems like he's going all out. Well then, there's no reason for us to hold back either.
But what are you going to do? If he can cast a 7 each time through cheating, no amount of turning back time will help. Moreover, there is a limit to how many times I can use my ability.
There is a way to prevent his cheating.
Really?
However, prevention doesn't guarantee us victory. In order for us to win, you must roll a 7.
Ah bon, fin égalité.
Oh, right.
Can you do it this time, Fubuki?
I can certainly try. I became a detective by challenging my own fate. I refuse to lose here.
I'll join you in your battle.
Right.
Are you done with your little meeting? You can talk all you want, but I don't think it will change the numbers on the dice. Now, shall we play?
Before we begin, I'm thirsty. Can I get some water?
Very well.
Ting, 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 ting. Ah bah, il est maladroite.
Excuse me.
What are you trying to do?
My hand slipped. Let's begin.
Very well.
I'm counting on you, Fubuki. This game won't end until you roll a 7.
Leave it to me. Come on, 7. Come on, 7. There!
You... How did you...
Wow! This is incredible! I won! I really won!
Oh, le petit coup de dé.
Impossible! I can't lose with these dice!
Seems like the game is over. You must now confess your crimes.
Jouer des déguisements des Desuhiko. Donc j'imagine que le bruit de verre était un repère pour qu'il se pointe.
I'm glad to see you have regained consciousness. Are you all right after that awful fall?
What? No, it's me, Desuhiko.
Bah oui.
We went over this before we entered the casino. Were you even listening?
Aïe 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 aïe.
As I suspected, the dice used by the casino were rigged. The victim must have intended to let others know about it with a dying message. It was obvious they'd cheat if we challenged them to a match involving dice.
Which is where I came in. Well, I distracted the staff. Halara messed with the dice.
So that is what happened. I was only able to win thanks to Halara.
No, I didn't touch your dice, Fubuki.
Huh? Then I really rolled a 7 on my own?
Et ouais.
Yes, you won that game.
Elle a juste empêché que ça recommence, quoi.
Really? Thank goodness! I won that game!
Great job, princess.
Princess.
Yes! Even if it was just a little bit, I believe I grew as a detective.
Et ça se trouve, à la race, il fait de l'argent. Petit argent de poche. De quelques millions. Du coup, c'est du gagnant pour elle.
Hey, Lara, please do something. Fubuki has been completely obsessed since that day. There's no way I can win against someone who can turn back time.
Ah punaise. Ah bah oui.
How rude. I would never cheat like that. Come on, Desuhiko. One more game.
Ça, on saura pas si elle remontait vraiment le temps ou pas là. Ah, c'est sympa celui-là, hein. J'ai préféré à l'autre, mais bon, c'est une question de goût en vrai. Mais tu sens pas. C'est clair que ça représente, c'est rien comparé à la trick principale, mais bon, c'est des DLC. Faut pas que ça casse le reste. Ça me choque pas quoi. Mais ça va, c'est sympa. Après, est-ce que ça vaut les 5 €? Ça, je sais pas. On va dire que je suis déjà tombé sur les DLC plus chers avec autant de contenu ou moins. Alors, voilà. Mais bon, je suis tombé sur bien mieux aussi. Ça va. Il y a quand même des animations 3D, il y a quand même des trucs... il y a des choses inédites. T'as pas encore vu le restant du DLC. Ça va pas aller trop vite. Non, non, mais Polo, là, on a déjà vu 2 DLC. Hein. On a déjà vu 10 €. Hein. Et 5 € le DLC. Hein. Il y a 4 DLC en tout dans le jeu. Hein. Bah, quand je les ai achetés, il y avait 4 DLC, je crois. Hein. Et on a fait les 2 premiers. Il y en a 4 ou 5. Du coup, on verra les autres DLC, mais... Théoriquement, la somme de tous les DLC, ça représente la moitié du jeu, je crois. Le prix de la moitié du jeu. Ou le tiers, je sais plus. Moi, je m'en fous. Moi, j'aime bien, moi, je kiffe. Moi, je kiffe. On verra le reste la semaine prochaine. Allez, des bisous YouTube.